You guys were immortalized earlier today, and I just wanted to find out, how do you feel about having your handprints, footprints, I'm not sure which ones you did, probably both. How do you feel about that? And can you remember the first time, your first experience here in Hollywood, and what it was like for you? And what does this mean, this mean to you today?
It's kind of incredible. I mean, I stayed at the Magic Castle like the first few times I stayed. I came to LA when I was like 17, and I used to walk down there all the time. I kind of had no idea that Hollywood Boulevard looked the way that it does and stuff. But I mean, and that was like, totally unemployable and everything. And I mean, it wasn't even in the realm of anything, any kind of understanding, and it still isn't. I mean, at all. I mean, I don't really feel like I've even done it. I mean, I feel like, I don't know, there's just this wave that happened and I'm just on it, and I don't know, I've never really had any kind of, it's difficult. I feel like I'm going to feel the personal connection in like 20 years from now. I mean, I feel like now it's just all part of the same thing. I mean, I was kind of embarrassed when I did it because I messed it up and I like stood on my own handprint and stuff. The one handprint which is like messed up all of it. But it's, I mean, it's incredible. It's like, it represents something amazing, and I think it's totally ridiculous, and it's, I don't know. I don't even know how to feel about it. It's just kind of mind-blowing.
One little last question, guys. This is it.
Rob, hi. Elizabeth Haig with the Hollywood Reporter. You and several of the cast members experienced a very elaborate, extravagant wedding. Did you talk with any of your cast members about whether or not you guys would ever want to have one of those in your own life, or if you wouldn't want an elaborate wedding?
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of, it does seem like a bit of a hassle. It is kind of, I don't know, I was just doing an interview with Chris, and she kind of got all annoyed for saying that the groom's element of, I mean, the groom's role in a wedding is basically just as a prop. You just kind of, like, and you kind of, I mean, even playing the part, you kind of realize, like, I mean, it's such a clear indication of whose day it is when you're standing at one end of the aisle and the entire congregation is looking at you, and you're in the same suit as every other guy in the place, so you're just kind of waiting there. And she's in a princess dress walking down. I mean, it's really just, I mean, any guy who tries to get involved in organizing a wedding, or even has an opinion on like of what their wedding should be, then they're kind of ridiculous. I mean, it's really, it's it's whatever your wife decides to do.
So that's a no?
What, doing a fancy one?
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't mind. I mean, it's kind of, I just don't want to have to wear a silly outfit. I mean, that's the only thing that you have to think about.